December 7th, 1902, Volume 4. France and Italy no longer recognize Jesus. Jesus suspends her from her state of victim, but she does not accept and fights so that the law of divorce may not be formed. As I was in my usual state, I found myself amid most thick darkness. In it were thousands of people whom that darkness rendered blind, to the point that they themselves could not understand what they were doing. It seemed it was part of Italy and part of France. Oh, how many errors could be seen in France, worse than those of Italy! It seemed that they had lost their human reason, the primary endowment of man, which distinguishes him from the beasts. But he has become worse than the beasts themselves. Near this darkness one could see a lamp. I approached it, and I found my loving Jesus, but so afflicted and indignant with those people that I trembled like a leaf, and I only said, "Lord, placate yourself and let me suffer by pouring your indignation upon me." And he told me, "How can I placate myself if they want to exclude me from them, as if they were not a work created by me? Don't you see how France has driven me away from herself, considering herself honored in no longer recognizing me, and how Italy wants to follow France, as there are some who would give their souls to the devil in order to win that point of forming the law of divorce, after they tried so many times and were left crushed and confused? Instead of placating myself and pouring my indignation upon you, I suspend you from the state of victim, because after my justice has tried several times, using all of its power so as not to give that chastisement wanted by man himself, and in spite of this he still wants it, it is necessary for justice to suspend one who holds it back, and to let the chastisement fall. And I, Lord, if you want to suspend me for other chastisements, I would easily have accepted, because it is right that the creature conform to your holy will in everything. But to accept it for this evil most grave, my soul cannot digest this suspension. Rather invest me with your power and allow me to go into the midst of these people who want this." While saying this, I found myself with them. They seemed to be invested with diabolical forces, especially one of them, who seemed enraged, as though wanting to turn everything upside down. I spoke and spoke, but I could barely manage to cast a few glimmers of reason into him, making known to him the error they were committing. After this I found myself inside myself, with sufferings extremely scarce. End of December 7th. Fiat.